Of the 3 top teams in the Eastern Conference divisions, right? So not based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but your top 3 in each division.
Got it.
Only 2 of the 6 currently have a win streak. The rest of them have either lost 1 or more. Name them.
There's a lot of... name the 2 teams who are actually winning?
On a winning streak.
The Leafs.
Yeah.
Devils?
The Devils.
Yes.
They've won 3 straight. Now, it's interesting. Ottawa is a point up on the Devils, and they are 2 points back of the sinking Florida Panthers, who are 3-6-1 in their last 10, dealing with a lot of injuries.
Ottawa being a point up on the Devils is so immaterial because Gary Bettman organizes the standings in the worst way possible.
It's insane. It's so stupid.
It means nothing.
It's so stupid. But Ottawa being at 77 games and Florida being at 77 games and them being 2 points apart is awful interesting. Now, you could tell me at the end of last week, 4 points. That's not much of a spread. Now we got a race.
How do you guys keep falling for this? Every time I'm like, well, it could. You guys go, no.
Did you say this?
For not just this race, but like a lot of them.
But
I'm like,
did
they
you say
can do
anything
it.
about this
Steve,
race,
it was
though?
your over-unders thing again.
Yeah.
It was every
I'm taking the
team.
over.
They're in there. They're in there. They can do it. You know, the Sharks, they got a shot.
You know how hard it would be. No.
I don't know if you ever made any of these arguments.
I don't know why we're talking about this right now. The Panthers are clearly going to hold on to it.
No,
Yeah, but you're just defaulting to say, I made this argument because you made the argument for every team.
No.
you can't make it for every team. You have to be
you
specific.
can't say it for every team.
Yeah,
Steve.
I can. No, it's just.
You know what? Next year for our season preview,
what?
Steve will be like, every team might win the cup this year.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
So then you're right because
Cup
you named
potential.
all teams. Like what?
Hey, the future is teal.
Yeah. Every team, though, future is red. Carolina, the future is also red. Washington, the future is also red.
The future is a different shade of red.
But in all honesty, there are some conspiracy theorists out there that think the Florida Panthers want to play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round and therefore are going, let it happen. And, it's a compelling argument from the Panthers' perspective, even if they're not doing it on purpose. Paul Maurice apparently was pretty agitated when he rolled through Toronto last week. I don't believe for a second that the Panthers would intentionally do that, but it could shake out that way. Ottawa looks really good.
Well, okay, let's look at the East and try to be as unbiased as possible. Let's pretend the Rangers are out of it, which, I mean, I'm not going to... No,
They probably are.
they're not going to make it. Who would you most like to play? Not as a Leaf fan, as anybody. You get a choice of having a 7-game series against any of these 8 teams. Who's your number 1 pick? To me, there's 3 top candidates.
Okay.
The Habs, just because even though they're hot, they're last.
Yeah.
Out of the playoff teams,
Yeah,
they're last.
okay, that's
they're
fair.
last. That's the easy one.
5 points, yeah.
The Devils are playing very well, but they're missing some really key components that are going to make it really hard to.
But they can't fall to wild card
no,
because the Rangers are right there.
no. I'm just you get a choice. A billionaire came from South Africa and he said, "You get to play whoever you want." And I'm in charge of everything for some reason.
Right. Would you say he took a chainsaw to the way we seed?
Yeah, and looked really cool.
Anyway, continue.
And the Leafs.
You would say
You're
Leafs?
looking at recent playoff success.
Yes, in the same way that you'd look at the Jets and go, well, they were out in 5 last year.
Well, yeah. Okay. Are the Blues going to turn into a pumpkin when the clock turns midnight? Yeah, maybe. Who do they get to play? Oh, the Jets. Well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, shit. Now, last year, the matchup where we did that was the Islanders versus the Hurricanes, and we're like, the Hurricanes are in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricanes smacked them and won. So, doesn't always work out that way. But if you get a choice, surely the Leafs are up there. They keep losing in the first round.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm interested in this. If the Panthers do fall, first off, we don't get the Tkachuk versus Tkachuk series that we all want, which would be a bummer. But it would be interesting to see Brady Tkachuk on behalf of his brother go Rock'em Sock'em Robots on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I want to.
Right? Because there's a hatred there between the Panthers and the Lightning. Yes. And Brady, therefore, who loves his brother, and he should also hate the Tampa Bay Lightning, but for his own reasons too. And
I need
Linus
one of
Ullmark.
the Tkachuks against Brandon Hagel.
Delicious, right?
Yes.
Now, there is, Brad Marchand just came off an injury. Tkachuk has been out since Four Nations. Ekblad is out and not coming back until a few games into the series, maybe. And then you've got Barkov, and we don't know really what's going on there.
Nope.
If you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, are you hoping for the Panthers to fall? Or would that be real stupid because Bobrovsky's got your number?
Real, super duper breakneck speed, light speed, stupid. You get who you get and you don't get upset.
That's right.
Try to beat them. That's it. You don't hope for anybody.